I'm back with another triggering topic, and I gotta give y'all a disclaimer with this one. This video is probably not gonna be the nicest. I'm really not pulling no punches with it because best believe if it was one of us, no punches would be pulled either. So if you sensitive, you might want to click off of this video right now. Now, with that being said, here's another edition of F Around and Find Out. This is featuring Telvin Osborne yet again. Now, if you don't know who Telvin Osborne is, well, he was a brain-dead, buck-broken beta bandit that had an intense hatred of black women and a love of snow bunnies that he said were his blessings. He said that he would rather sleep with a dog than a black woman. And you know what happened to this man? Well, his pretty preference put him in a cozy casket. His snow bunny baby mama told 911 operators that she was cleaning her pew-pew and it went off, hitting her boyfriend in the chest, unaliving him. Now, she said in this 911 call that she didn't mean to do it and she accidentally pulled the trigger. However, the sheriff said that the pew-pewing had not been classified as accidental and they had both been drinking. And there was a confirmed altercation before the pew-pewing. And mind you, this man was DOA. Now, it took them quite a minute to even arrest this woman, even though, as you see in this article, they were treating this case as a homicide. And his broke, busted, bandit brother was upset that so many black women declined to help this man because he had so much to say about black women. So when black women said, hey, we're not up here to try to help your brother find justice. He needs to have his preferences do that for him. And my thing is, how are you mad that black women are mad that your brother, who was a complete buck-broken buffoon, was all over social media talking about how insignificant and unattractive black women were to him? And this is my thing. His brother had the audacity to post this and say, "This is why I've been staying off here, y'all. Sorry, y'all some B words. Got so much to say. D right, my brother ain't want no begging black B. Just like y'all hoes barely want the pro-black A N-word you laying next to." And I know that was very difficult to decipher because clearly he's just as uneducated as his brother, his dearly departed brother is, right? But anyway, this same brother also did a live on Facebook where he attacked black women again for not caring about his poor excuse for a brother. I have no idea where the entitlement comes from black men. You feel like you can treat black women like trash, dog black women out. But then if you need black women, they supposed to pop up like, hello, how can I help you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys have ever seen Rick and Morty, but if you have seen Rick and Morty, they want us to pop up like Mr. Meeseeks. It's like, if you get it, you get it. I'm not even going to explain it, but their whole life goal is to help people. Once they do it, they just disappear. And honestly, I really believe that is exactly what black men expect out of black women. And literally, they do not reciprocate that energy. It's really insane. And my thing is this, if black women are so bad and so nasty and so evil, then why are you so mad that we're not saying your brother's name? Isn't it to be expected? And if snow bunnies, they're not beggars and they love the black man so much, especially the black men that are buck broken and get on their hands and knees and bow to the throne of white tea supremacy, then why didn't they help y'all? Why did y'all have to discontinue this man's GoFundMe because it only made $615 funky dollars? Tell me why. Sounds broke to me because I'm going to tell you what. Those snow bunnies didn't get a dime to donate to your dead brother. But boy, they sure had those coins ready to support a fellow snow bunny that was out there calling little black boys the N-word with the hard ER. I can't believe that because I could have sworn that y'all are the most desirable men out there. But no, a woman dogging out a little black boy got $700,000 And Mr. Telvin Osborne couldn't even get a rack, couldn't even get $1,000, had the nerve to call himself Tailbo Rackins and couldn't even get a rack posthumously. I'm sorry. Let me keep going, all right? Let me just say this. That sounds like they really don't care about y'all, right? And my thing is that, once again, think critically here. If snow bunnies are so fantastic, where's the protests for Telvin Osborne? Where are all of the white tea women coming out saying, this is unjust, this is unjust, his unaliver must be punished? Do you see that? No. And you never will. And my thing is, a lot of these Negroes, they want to live in delusion at the fact that white tea women love them so bad, when white tea women will never, ever, ever collectively support them. And you want to know why? Because they don't care. And even when they give black men the time of day, it's only because they value what's in between their legs, or they value what's in their wallet, or they want to say, boom, I got your boyfriend, to black women. But that is not love. That is a fetish. That is not love. It's because they have a kink and they enjoy relationships where they are in control. They like an imbalanced power dynamic, because don't let anybody lie to you, okay? Because with a white tea woman and a white tea man, he will always have a one-up on the woman, because society is built, especially in the United States, for white tea men, period. But, however, a white tea woman with a black man, she always has a one-up. Because if she ever gets fed up with you, she can lie on you. She can destroy your life. She can unalive you with little to no consequences. And, sorry, I got carried away, because that brings me back to the whole point of the reason why I made this video. So, check it out. But I needed to give y'all background, context, just in case you didn't know who Telvin Osborne was in the first place. Because at the end of the day, who is he? But anyway, let me stop ranting. So here we are. Well. Now, a grand jury just returned a no bill for Hannah Cobb, Telvin Osborne's girlfriend and baby mama and executioner. The grand jury decided to say no to pursuing formal charges. Now, the district attorney said the case is closed. And it's crazy because even though there were very clear inconsistencies in her story, and she believed that he was talking to another woman and she was angry about it, they still decided not to pursue charges. And it's more to the whole thing besides that, but at the end of the day, who cares? At the end of the day, it's another self-hating black man who was put in the dirt by the same women that he told himself were angelic and incapable of anything bad. He effed around and he found out, and it's really just that simple. And because of his self-hatred, he can't even get the support of his community. How embarrassing. Because, and let me just say this as well, as much as black men like to lie to themselves about the support of black women do support. However, if black women do not support you, you will fail. Your cause fails. You don't get assistance. Your name disappears. It fades. You do not exist. And it's really just that simple. And, if black women don't put their stamp, if we don't put our stamp on whoever that person is for the support of the community, then it doesn't work. And I don't know how many times black men have to see this, and black men have to see other black men fall to the wayside until they understand that living a life where you disrespect black women, you got nothing coming. You bet not get into any type of situation because you ain't got nothing coming. And, if you think for one moment, 1 millisecond, that these snow bunnies will come to your rescue, they will be your savior, you're wrong. And also, let me make this clear for everybody that may say this in my comments. I do not care who black men date or who they don't date. I could care less if you date only white tea women, only POC women, only everybody but black women. I could care less who you date. Because I promise you, if you're that type of man, nobody wants you in the first place. Okay? That is the truth. So let me just say this once again. I do not care who you date. I do not care if black women are not your cup of tea. That's cool. That's not a problem. The issue is keep black women's name out of your freaking mouth. You ain't got to say who you would rather have intercourse with. You ain't got to say that you'd rather have intercourse with a dog than a black woman. You don't got to disrespect us online and humiliate us and publicly lynch us. You don't got to say that, especially as you sit there with black mamas, black sisters, black aunties, black grannies. What are you doing? You ain't got to say all that. What you could do is just move in silence and keep it cute. Now, instead of keeping it cute, your name is on a headstone, right? By the same girls that you said were such a blessing. Sucks to be you. And I just want to say this. If you ain't loving on black women, then don't open up your fat lips to say anything about black women. Just don't say anything. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I really need y'all to understand, moving forward, keep it cute. Keep it cute on social media. Keep it cute in your real life, because I sure would hate to see your family starting a GoFundMe and the only thing that you receive is a gift card for McChicken. And even with the gift card that you got, they gave you such a cheap one, you got to make a purchase first. Ew. Or I'd hate to see your GoFundMe for a whopping $5.87. Like, what? What? So and you know what? Since we advocating for free speech and everybody can bash black women and we shouldn't care because everybody has a mouth to say what they want, then I bet not see a single solitary man in my comments talking about they are upset at this video. Because when Telvin Osborne said all of what he said about black women, it was free speech. Or y'all was on silent, hush mode, crickets. Or I heard y'all saying, oh, I can see why he feels that way. We can't knock his preference. We can't knock his preference. Well, you know what? He did knock his preference. We didn't knock his preference. His preference knocked him off, though. Oops. Okay? But anyway, if you agree with free speech, then you should have no problem with anything that I said. And for anybody, because some people, for the life of me, they take everything that I say out of context. Nobody is taking, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm not taking pleasure in anyone losing their life. Anyone. But what I'm saying is that certain things that people do, you just look and say, That might be kind of what you get. That might be kind of what you brought on yourself with the energy that you was putting out in the world. But once again, I don't take pleasure in any of it. But I definitely have an issue with men, especially black men, coming for black women unprovoked, saying the most nastiest, most rude things about black women for no reason other than to garner the affection or attention of white tea women, which is super duper duper weird and out of pocket. And it's even stranger for you to do that when you have a black mama, black sisters, black aunties, black grannies, and you're sitting there talking to them. Are they not included in what you're saying? It's just disgraceful. But anyway, I digress. If you watched this whole video and you enjoyed it, please do me a favor and drop a 0 down below in the comments. And you already know why, because men like Telvin Osborne ain't got nothing coming. 0. All right? And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. Just do your girl a free favor. Won't cost you nothing. Follow your girl on TikTok. I do live stream there exclusively. Also, follow your girl on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And subscribe. And as always, ladies, I really love to hear from y'all. So please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.